Hello. If you're hearing this, that means three things. One, the recording software still works, although I currently have no idea where the file ends up. Um, Two, that my video editing software still works, and three, that the YouTube upload times aren't as crazy as some people have had them. Hello, so welcome back to the channel. My name is of course Resender, and this is my channel, and I'm kind of back. I say kind of, my job situation hasn't improved, so I don't really have that much free time. I just have now, at least for this year, I have all Fridays off. So I'll be recording predominantly videos on Friday, releasing them on Saturday, and we'll see how the situation evolves. My job situation hasn't... It's like a roller coaster. Like, one moment we're definitely getting the vibes from my boss, yes, we're gonna fire you because we're no longer happy with you. And the other moment is like, yes, there's this entire new project and I want you to be on it completely on your own because I don't actually have anybody else who can do it, or I don't have the time for it. So on Monday we have me and my father have a meeting with the accountant of the company. But nonetheless, let's go on with the video. What have I been up to in these past few months? Well, the last Minecraft videos have been on the Zombie Cleo Patreon server. Now, we're no longer... Well, I'm still a Patreon of Zombie Cleo, but I really didn't feel like I had anything left to do on there. So, welcome to Undermine. Now, what is Undermine, you might think? Well, Undermine is the Patreon server of Lying in Batman, who makes videos under Remember Comics, on the channel Remember Comics, and we are on Undermine. Now, the real special thing about Undermine is like the entire surface is I don't know, is that skeleton? Could be. Okay, yeah, I've got, normally I got a minimap up, but because yeah, the entire surface, everything of the surface is on the Y level 255. So we have an entire flat world. We started here near the Earth tree, this massive tree with the statue. And yeah, we live mostly underground. There are some people who are crazy enough to live on the surface because, strangely enough, light level gets ignored when the generation goes all the way to the top. Like, the surface is infested with mobs, hostile mobs, friendly mobs, well, mostly hostile mobs 24/7. Doesn't matter if it's day or night on top of the surface. So some people have carved out existences on the surface in little divots, either naturally or created ones. The biggest one is Eden, which is about 2 kilometers that way, if I'm not mistaken. And I've created... Well, I'm using the minimap to basically not get lost, because this is a freaking maze. Okay. Another thing, wealth. Yes, so players on the servers can have wealth. This is you get +1 wealth per golden apple that you create, and you get -1 wealth per golden apple that you eat. Using a golden apple to cure a zombie villager does not count as using wealth, because I've done that plenty of times. Dead players will be reanimated as that thing. If you die, you will leave a zombie behind with the name tag dead thing. Although we kind of seen that glitch out sometimes. Yes, because there's a lot of command block stuff here in the bedrock box, in the Earth tree from which we all spawned, hence lying as an apple, according to some. This contraption is what we used for the dragon fight. And why is it blinking? Okay, we're going to ignore that for now. Okay, up. I didn't want to fall. I didn't plan on to fall in the water. So, well, who's on? Carcosa is on. I believe that's Owen. Yeah, there is an exploit. If you change your name, apparently you reset your wealth. And Owen has, on his other name, an incredibly amount of negative wealth. And I, as a Star Trek fan, have the wealth level of 1701, which is the registry number of the USS Enterprise. And I kind of am the richest person on the server. I did create a gold farm, but that's going to go bye-bye, which is unfortunate. Because with 1.9 you won't be able to get to the bedrock ceiling in the nether anymore, and Lang has indicated that he doesn't want to repair, has indicated that he doesn't want to punch a hole through, and he has plans. I've got 4 villages here named after the 3 Kerman brothers and Valentina Kerman. But I haven't moved them to my new base. This was my original base. I don't actually live here anymore. Here's Cherubim. Cherubim was a dog, is a dog of mine, who accidentally got transported into the nether, and then somehow, we don't know how, got teleported on top of the nether ceiling in the gold farm itself. And he was stuck there. So I moved Cherubim I think last week I moved him back to the overworld because the imminent demise of the gold farm. I might have to do dismantling this weekend because most of the gold farm is my stuff. Okay, and now we are going to my new house. So I'll see you there. Okay, and so we're now at my house for people who have some knowledge of Minecraft structures, and I should really move, yeah, better. For people who know something of Minecraft structure, their first reaction is, Resender, this looks awfully lot like Stronghold. And yeah, it is. It is actually not the first Stronghold we found. That's actually on the other side of spawn. Completely the other side of spawn. And that's actually the one that we used to do the dragon fight. And this one is one that I kind of reserved for myself. Well, I didn't reserve it for myself. There was some agreement that I could have it. Wrong button. And yeah, welcome to the Undermine University. The university is dedicated to the study of the overworld. Well, it's dedicated to the study of this Minecraft realm, this Minecraft server in particular, to find out what happened, what caused the sundering, the disaster that shaped the world how it is now. It's also meant to do loads of experiments to see what for effects we can expect in this new world. This, for instance, is where my bedroom will be, and the office of the dean, which I am myself. There is a how would I call this? There is a shaft all the way to the surface with a piece of glass on top to prevent mobs from falling in, and on the bottom there's a daylight sensor, so that's hooked up to these lamps, so that indicates whether it's day or night on the surface. But unfortunately, I don't have beds here at the moment because it's easier. Okay, so this is the university. This long hallway is going to be labs mostly. Although I haven't dug them out, I've been kind of almost every time I'm kind of distracted by people who like to be distracting. There is a large ravine under us and above us. There. And that's where most of the villager zombies that I've cured are come. They're currently in there. That's these 3 rooms, which are now farms. This is for instance, a netherwort and reed farm. This is a general food farm. And there are my villages. There's about maybe quite a lot in there. But these 3 rooms are intended to be the libraries with written books mostly. But yeah, I'm still working on it. And of course, the beautiful centerpiece of the university is, of course, the end portal. And Kwai is a reference to the bridge over the river Kwai, because I wanted to know if I could get the sniper duel achievement down in that ravine, and apparently I can't, because there's not enough distance. Okay, so there's currently not much to see here. You might wonder where my wealth is. There is actually a hidden vault somewhere on the server where all my golden apples, diamonds and precious materials are. I am not telling where it is, and I have had several people already trying to find it. There is a kind of prank vault under there that Owen and Nin left behind when they were trying to find my vault. We have also somebody on the server who has Jack from Borderlands as a skin, and he's also kind of looking for my vaults. Okay, so currently why do I not have bad? Because the people who are trying to find my vaults have been using that to spawn here, and also it makes this handier because okay, spawn is 700 meters away, 789 meters away from here. If I do this, welcome to our end, by the way. Bumbling idiots, yeah, these are predominant, well, the seed idiots, and these are villagers, came from the university and they just walked into the end portal. So that's why I'm calling them bumbling idiots. We are going to have a reset of the end on 1.9, well, we're going to have a new dragon fight. The chicken over there was made by Kiofishin, Paper Craftian, who has the lying ghost skin, or not the witch in the well, but the ghost skin that lying used sometime. Can't remember. And these are our pests because they have been causing trouble for us in the overworld. Okay, so literally it is 77 meters. And voila, we're at spawn. Or to be more precise, we're on top of the earth tree. Because there is a chance that you can spawn on the earth, on top of the earth tree or down there. And that's the running theory how these got here. The running theory about these chickens, there's at least four of them down there, is that they walked into the end portal in the end after getting loose because an enderman took out a block and they got here. And then they got teleported in there. Well, that's the running theory. And they are every single egg gets thrown out because they're they're quite literally inside leaves. Their eggs get thrown out. Okay, so there's a command block here, and that teleports us down. Okay, wealth. You might think, why do we have wealth? Well, there's at least two shops around, and with modded villages in where we can buy stuff with our wealth. I'm not planning on buying stuff because I want to keep my wealth. That's also one reason why the gold farm is going, because otherwise the prices have to inflate. This used to be the down under railways, but there's only one rail now. I'm going to see if I can hook up my rail. Okay. The rail to my place onto this system in the future. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah. So, Lion's base over there. We started there. We almost spawned here. This is spawn. There is spawn protection, but we had fire spread. Lion had to turn that off because sometimes lightning can actually hit the bottom of this tree, which happened at least once. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for this video. Like, there's so much to tell what happened in the last few months and what I've been doing, but this video is too short to talk all about that. So let's just say I am back. I might make a few videos per week. I can't guarantee it. It's going to depend all on work schedule. But for now, I will see you next time. Well, not screenshot. Goodbye!